With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. An Eagle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
To throw again on second down. Flacco throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But I hear that say all the time, if he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now it's Flacco. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Flacco's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Flacco. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, I thought maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety on Reed. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They go pass again with Flacco. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and very short. Flacco flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Flacco, and he finds Edelman again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Flacco. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
To pass, Flacco. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You're guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Open man, Gronkowski complete.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 29 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Flacco. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Flacco escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Flacco. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jump that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Flacco. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by two-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his head kept it exactly that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he's going to have to eat this one as down goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Bullock's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Check, man. Check, man.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And not much to speak of. Called a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. He finds Bolden. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On first down, Flacco. Complete here to the right to Bolden.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Flacco fakes the give. Sets to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Great coverage there all around when he didn't have many options to throw a football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Flacco. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second and 10, Flacco. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
In motion left here, Edelman. From the gun, Flacco. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And this one will get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Bullock's kick is good, and that's going to tie things at 20.
So a second field goal here this third quarter, and this one gets us back to level.
Ooh, I like when you do it that way. Are we going to start talking about the pitch soon? I love that. 2 drives, 2 scores, that's a plus. But we also know that they're going to need to find the end zone if they want to win this game.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Anquan Bolden from 6 yards away.
And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Passing play, Flacco. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Flacco's throw there complete.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down.
And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Flacco. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Sneak, here's Flacco. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And Flacco fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense will get this one back. It could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you get put a question mark next to this drive now. Even though they recovered it.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now receiver in motion left. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's at the 50, the 30.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. First and 10 here for Flacco. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Okay, ready?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Rob Gronkowski from 13 yards out. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles 7, Jets nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's Flacco.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Flacco now on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Come on, come on. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Left side here to Sanders. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Throwing his Hurts.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Jets, nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Operating out of the gun. Flacco escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
He's got him in, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Irvin, 81 yards.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hurts.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got ready.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
19 take.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Flacco's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. He's got room at the 30, and he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
he's got a man on a crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Herman Moore. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. It's caught left side, Bolden. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready, check.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
Being chased out left. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Fast footwork by Sanders. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jets. Herman Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, Hurts.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw again. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 41, Hurts. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. And it's complete. Owen Daniels. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Flacco. It's caught right side by Daniels.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And again, it's Flacco to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And some room to run now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jets 21. Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Flacco. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. That's to his running back, complete. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Eagles 38, Jets 28. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on second and 14. Hurts. And that'll be taken in downfield by Green. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
34 yards.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA.
Let's go now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Check.
Here's Sanders. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
On first down, done. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
18,
and they'll send the slot in motion left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They'll run with Sanders. And some room to work.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 128 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Right back to Sanders on first down.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudney. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, check that, street.
Now Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Flacco. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket in ball time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Gano's kick is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their second drive here at the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout call if you have one.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. That one good for 21 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to try and throw on the move to his left. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2 yards left on second down from the 9.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Operating off play action, Flacco. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively, breaking those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Flacco now on fourth. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Flacco off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run forward with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to move back in front.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Left side here to Sanders. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Eluding the pressure right. And the reception made by Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Flacco. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco.
And complete to Drake London.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Flacco from midfield. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fields this way up at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it did. The way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Flacco. This is caught. Touchdown. Julian Edelman, 29 yards. And the Jags come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute? And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Henry again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Gano's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Come on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Green brings it in.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Hurts.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. They'll send Reed in motion left.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead.